Libra. Thanks for joining me at my tarot table. My name is Ginger, and I will be doing a reading for the month of July 2025 for the consciousness of Libra. Libra, before the reading, actually, it was yesterday, I sat down to get some information about you people, and I didn't get a lot, but what I got, I think, is pretty meaningful. And one of the first things I got was stop trying to keep the peace at all costs. That truth is more important than maintaining the peace. And I'm hoping you understand what that means. Also, you are at a point, you've been doing your work for you've been doing, work on yourself for a long time. You're doing the shadow work and taking care of yourself and all that. And one of the things I see is that you're rising in frequency and vibration. You're evolving. And so your guides now are asking you to, right now, just for now, to be the sacred witness and to base your choices on correct alignment rather than your obligations. So I hope you understand that you can make some understanding out of that. That's really all I got for you. Yeah, so I think it's short and sweet, but to the point. Okay. All right. So that's for Libra. All right, Libra. So once again, I'm glad that you're here with me, and I really appreciate it. Please take a moment to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the videos. You know how that goes. I'm trying to grow my channel. And if you're enjoying them, that's one way I can really expand outward. So let's see. I'm going to pull 3 oracle cards for you, and then we'll get into the tarot. Let's see what we have. So, spirit guides and angels, guides and teachers. What does Libra need to know for the month of July 2025? What messages would you like to bring to them for their highest good, to help encourage them, to show them the way, to lead them in the right direction? Thank you. Okay, here we go, Libra. Let's see what we get. Wow, this is the second time I got this card. Break free, fairies and unicorns. And, it's interesting because you're being asked to break free from keeping the peace. And, fairies love to break free. That's right up their alley. They're mischievous. And unicorns, that you can't hold them down. Break free. Fairies and unicorns are working with you. They can bring some magic into those times when you are not keeping the peace. You're not acting just to keep the peace, but you're giving a truth to someone, and they can act to bring just the right kind of magic to the situation. Let's see. Break free. One more shuffle. This deck is Kyle Gray's Gateway of Light Activation. So these are light activation portals, and yours is the Halls of Learning, Spirit Guides, Confirmation, and Great Lessons. And I really feel this is right on target for you. Spirit guides working with you, confirmation that what you're doing is on the right path and that you're doing good work, and great lessons are being learned right now. I don't think you're having a problem doing this stuff. I think you're working really well with your guides, Libra. Whether you consciously do it or not, in your dreams, we astral travel. You may not remember you're traveling, but you do. Maybe you're having dreams that you don't understand because your subconscious is bringing forth information that you need for next week, and next week it might make sense to you. Okay. Here we go. Taking risks. Not keeping the peace and speaking your truth is taking a risk. Also being a witness to, you're asked to be a sacred witness. And I think you're being asked to be a sacred witness too, not things that are anything having to do with your life. Not that you're putting things in motion. You're asked to be a sacred witness because you're witnessing, and not just yours, but there will be other people also being sacred witnesses, is going to have meaning. And that's what I get. So taking risks, that's risky. You also, you are affiliated with the tarot card Justice, and Justice is a sacred witness. Justice is often, she's not blindfolded in the tarot. She is a sacred witness. Is it up to her whether those balances go one way or the other? I don't think so. I think that is based on universal law. She is just the witness of the event. All right. So break free. Fairies and unicorns, halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, and great lessons, and then taking risks. All right, here we go with your tarot reading. More shuffle. I shuffled these cards pretty good earlier. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, your situation is the Nine of Cups. This is a fat cat. That is a fat cat, and that's because he's accomplished. He's been a student, imagine he's been a student and he didn't stop going to school all the way through his doctorate, He's a fat cat, and he's really proud of himself, and he has good reason to be proud of himself. He's done a lot of learning and a lot of growing. He also has the ability to astral travel and uses his psychic ability. I'm going to say the birds are a signal of astral travel, and the fish is his psychic ability. And here's a lotus, because lotus is the sign of, coming up out of the mud after doing that hard work and growing that beautiful flower. Okay, that's your situation. Beautiful. What crosses you for good or bad is the Lovers. Love that. I love it. The Lovers crosses you. So, you know what? You've done all this work. You've done all this work, and you are ready, not just to be the best you can be, but you're ready for a partner. You're ready for a partner. I think that's really awesome. Beautiful. I love that. All right. At the bottom of the reading, which is why the reading is taking place, we have the Six of Swords. This is about, this is choppy water here. This is calm water back here. The cat is enlightened. There are six swords. No, there's kind of a heart right here. You're going from a place where you are not real welcome anymore to a place where you'll be greatly welcomed. A new beginning where you will be welcomed with open arms. What's happened here is something you have outgrown. It's not for you anymore, and these people are happy to see you go, because you're not on the same wavelength. Your frequency and vibration are rising. You're doing a lot of hard work to clear up karma and take good care of yourself. So those people here, they're, hanging out on the couch watching whatever. but you have a lot of work you want to accomplish. You have things to do in this life, and so you're leaving and going to a place. You're going to the big city, it looks like. That's what it looks like to me. That's nice. All right, so the reading is all about this journey that you're taking to the big city. So you're going from a place, I'm going to say a place of maybe a rural kind of feel, a place uh, where the day to day, the day in, day out is all the world that these people see, whereas your world is much more expanded than that. Okay, and their world is fine. It's just not your world anymore. All right, I have the Three of Cups in the recent past. This is enjoying, celebrating friendships, celebrating you, your friends celebrating you, happy times, good times. This, I think, is your friends celebrating you leaving this place and going to the big city, maybe where they live. They're in the big city. They want you to come there too. All right. So that's a celebration. Hooray. He or she is leaving and coming near us. Oh, this is the moon. Look at that card. Isn't that beautiful? It's as though the cat's seeing its reflection in the moon. The moon, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? It's also a card that talks about our, our perceptions. When the moon is full, the water content of our bodies changes, all kinds of things change when the moon is full, not just the tides. Sometimes, they say people become lunatics when the moon is full. I think perceptions change when the moon is full, and those perceptions need to be held and then checked at another time to make sure that you still see them as being accurate, because we can kind of blow things out of proportion when the moon is full, or we can think we know things that we really don't. So don't assume that you know the outcome of the reading, for instance, or what's going to happen to you because the moon is full. It's a time to reflect. Mercury, if it's not retrograde now, it's going to be retrograde beginning this month. It's a time, retrograde Mercury is a time for reflection. Have I been able to accomplish what I wanted to? What has been happening up until this point that has made me uncomfortable or miserable? So, it's reflection time. This is a time of reflection. In the near future, we have your card. Here you go, Justice. I love it. This is your sacred witnessing. Notice that the cat's eyes are closed. She's blind, Justice, but Justice doesn't need to be blind, either way. Yeah, and she also, she's holding the scales in her hands, but she really is not the one to tilt the scales. I think the divine universal laws are what tilt the scales. She's just holding them. Okay. Justice gets to the heart of the matter. So if we have been doing wrong and we need to be brought up and corrected, the universe will do that. If someone else is doing wrong and it's time for the universe to correct them, the universe will correct them. So justice doesn't have to be going to jail. It can just be like a wake-up call. Okay. But there's your justice, and that's your sacred witnessing. Oh, in your position here, we have the Five of Cups. This is in your energy field. Wow, somebody else got this. Did they get it there? But this is grief. It's the card of grief, loss. I'm not going to say betrayal because that's for the Three of Swords. It's just grief, loss. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be leaving this place, because you know what? These were people you knew. And even though You don't feel welcome by them anymore. There's like a void there. So it could be this loss that you're grieving. But you know what? Look at the delicious looking milk pouring overflowing these cups. All you have to do is turn around and you'll see that life is there and it's full for you. A life of fulfillment is there for you. Libra. Oh, wow. Huh. This card has come out a number of times through in this group of readings. We have the Four of Cups, and you know what? You have the Lovers right here. I'm sorry, the Four of Wands. You have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is considered the marriage card. Do I consider it? I don't know. But you know what? The fact is we have that card and the Lovers here. Otherwise, if it's not meeting someone who is marriage material, it would be that you have set a goal and you've crossed the finish line. You've accomplished that goal. And, once again, you are the accomplished individual. So you've completed another goal. What do I think about that? What do I think about? I think that what I think this is about is that you are accomplishing another goal. You're coming closer and closer to the destination that your guides need you to be in going forward. Because, we can set goals all our lives. What's the point? What's the point? What is it for? But I have the feeling that your guides have something for you to do, or you've made a plan for your life where you have something you want to accomplish. Your guides are helping you to get there, and you do that. So this energy of accomplishment, of crossing the finish line, of completing major goals set, or it could be the marriage card. It could be actually that you meet someone who you marry, is going to be your partner going forward. Let's see what the next card is. Oh, Strength. Oh, I like this card. That cat is like, I am in control of you. I'm going to hurt you. And that dog's like, I just want to bite you. But note the cat is enlightened there. So, actually in the Rider-Waite, they work together. There's no pain by the time you're here. There's respect between the inner you and the outer view. What you see is what you get, because you know what? I've worked through a lot of stuff that was very painful. I've worked through a lot of stuff that was very painful. And I have become mature. I have come to understand another major lesson in life that gives me strength going forward. Has given me some wisdom going forward. And that's what that card is about. And your outcome. Six of Pentacles, the card of give and take. Wow. That's kind of cute. I don't know that I've ever pulled this card from this deck, the Six of Pentacles, because I don't remember ever seeing this card in a reading. This is the card of generosity, the card of give and take, the card of helping those who don't have, simply because you know it's the right thing to do. That's justice. That's justice right there. Because you know that maybe one day you could be in that position. If the stock market crashes, maybe you'll be out on the street. So you want to do the right thing. And not because of the reward of it, but because you know it's the right thing to do. The moon is pointing to this. So this card points to the outcome. I think that what you're discovering is that life can be really, the word sterile is coming to me, without other people in our lives. You know, a lot of these cards were alone, but here, you're with friends and you're having a great time. Here, um, you're with a partner. Here, you're with a friend helping to set up a party for a celebration for your friend. And here, you're like with your inner child, you know? These are the happiest times, really. These are the happiest times is when we're with other people. So the message I'm getting here is that um, life may seem really easy being alone because you can pick and choose what you want to do and you can accomplish major things, right? You can accomplish a lot. But life is very fulfilling, especially for you, Libra, when there are other people with you along for the ride. Partnership, I think, is very important to Libra's integrity. And I think that's the point of this reading. You know, taking a risk can mean being vulnerable in a relationship and letting the other person know who you really are, you know, over time, right? We don't do that immediately. I do think the break free part is about telling the truth, about your truth telling, and not just being nice to people to keep the peace. I think that's definitely about some truth telling you're going to be doing. And the Halls of Learning card is about all of this. So I see that, you know, relationships require give and take. And this Moon card is saying, this is a matter of perception. I'm okay by myself. See, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good. You know what? You are good by yourself, but you know what? You're better when you're in partnership because I think that's part of the fulfillment of your life is to have a partner. And that partner came out right away, you know? So that's really nice. You have I think it's time for partnership to begin. And if you're in a relationship already, it could be the renewing of that relationship because, if we're in relationship for many years, maybe we become lazy and don't keep it fresh. And that can lead to trouble for us. But if you're single, a relationship it looks like is coming in. And it's the kind of relationship where you still can be a person who accomplishes a lot because it'll be a relationship where you support each other. And that's your reading, Libra. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I thank you for joining me. Have a great month. Take care. Bye-bye.